I want to talk about the equipment that you need if you want to start a poultry farming. Let's start with the drinkers. I use jerry cans, as you can see. These, I get this cover from this jerry can here, you're seeing. I cut this jerry can into two equal parts. You can see this line. I cut this one into two parts. So this one jerry can gives me two pieces. That covers two pieces. So I use this one as a drinker. You must cut this V, which this helps the water, drinking water, to come out automatically. If you don't cut it in two pieces, this V in front of the jerry can, the water will not come out well, unless when you put it in a slanting area or place. You can buy this jerry can from a petrol station. It comes with oil. So these people that make services, car services, motorcycle services, they have this kind of jerry cans, so you can buy them from the petrol stations. I buy these ones at 8,000 each, and this one at 3,000 or 4,000 each jerry can. So it comes out like this. You can see there is a V in here, as think you can see it, and the water is coming out automatically all day. These jerry cans carry 20 liters, and if you're having like 100 chicken, you can use 2 jerry cans. If you're having 300, you can use 5 jerry cans. Another drinker is this one here. It carries 10 liters. You can use it, but the disadvantage is of this drinker, the chicks just stand on top and poop directly in the drinking water. The chicken, when they're still young, they can drink from it, especially from 3 weeks to 2 months. They can drink from it, but I don't want to use these because you have to refill them during the day, and when it comes to poultry work, it is heavy work duty that you have to do all the time. So if you're going to refill the drinkers all the day, in the middle of the day, it is quite difficult, especially if you're using someone to help you. But they can also be used, and they have no problem. These are the small drinkers that we start with. I've started to remove them from the chicken because they're too small. They carry 5 liters. From day one, you start with these small drinkers. I bought them at 7,000 2 years ago, but right now I bought some drinkers when I was brooding. These chicks you've been seeing, I bought them at 10,000 each, meaning every time they're increasing in prices. So if you're going to start, please start now, don't wait, because things are increasing in their prices, they're not reducing. When it comes to the feeders, these are my first feeders from day one. I buy them from the hardware. They sell a meter, so you buy 1 meter or 2 depending on the chicks that you're going to raise. You cut them into some pieces. So you withdraw or you remove these feeders after 2 days. The 3rd day you put in trays, feeding trays. The 3rd day I use the trays, either these ones or these ones. Any amount of money that you're having, if you can buy the plastic feeders, the better, the plastic trays. If you can use these ones that we use for eggs, it is also okay. I just color them black so that the chicks can see the feeds. What I forgot on the drinkers, they use also basins, the big basins and these small ones. When the chicks are 4 weeks, some of the people use these half basins, as you can see this one. And when the chicks make 3 months, they return to the big basins because they help the chicken drink more water, and at the same time when they start to lay, they start with big eggs. They drink a lot of water and they start to lay with big eggs. But the only problem with the basins, they bring coccidiosis to the chicken because they stand on top of the basins and poop directly in the drinking water. There are some covers that are sold, but I no longer use basins. I don't have any of it. They sell them in the places where we buy the feeders. These feeders that they make these feeders that are made from iron sheets. So those people sell the covers of these basins. When it comes to the medium feeders, as you can see, this is a medium feeder. This is a medium feeder. You can get it at 8,000 each. I will tell you that if you want to buy these feeders, buy at least these big size, like this one here you're seeing in front of me, instead of buying those tiny feeders like this one. When it comes to, it rejects the chicken very fast. For example, when the chicken make like 2 months, you have to remove these small feeders. But when you use this medium, like this one here, you can use it up to 4 months because it is big and the chicken can eat from it. These big size feeders, we buy them at 11,000 each. Some of the people sell them at 10,000. I mean Ugandan shilling, but you can buy them at 10 to 11,000. But I once bought them at 8,000, meaning the prices are always increasing. The same applies to the medium feeders. They sell them at 8,000, but they are once bought at 5,000 to 6,000 each. But right now you cannot get one at 6 or 5,000. I cover these drinkers. That is how I prevent coccidiosis, all the droppings from the drinking water. So that is why I cover these drinkers. I cover them with polythenes of concentrates, as you can see. You can also decide to use automated drinkers, but the disadvantage, they are expensive. Just that the automated drinkers, they ease the work because it is very easy to use them, but the disadvantage, sometimes they block and you find the chicken that they don't have drinking water, or they link and you find the chicken house is full of water and you have to remove all the coffee husks, all the droppings, and find the chicken house is very, very wet. That is the only disadvantage with the automated drinkers. But you have to buy the new model instead of the old model. The bad thing, they are expensive. But if you have money, you can use such drinkers. You can buy a chick at 4,300, 4,500 to 5,000. You shouldn't exceed that amount of money if you're buying chicks. And when it comes to the medicine, it depends on weakness of the chicken. While starting, you need some antibiotics, you need some cooking oil, NROS, all of that if you're in the brooder. Apart from being with a chicken house, I think most of the things that I have talked about them. So don't buy these feeders. You see, I've already removed them from the chicken, but because of they're small and the chicks rejected to eat from these small feeders. But when you're just beginning, you cannot notice that this can work, this will not work. If you want more information, I'll wait for you in the comment section. So bye for now. Let's meet in the next video. Bye bye.